Hi, welcome back to my channel. I am doing what's in my travel bag. I don't travel very often, but I do keep a bag so that if I have it, if I had to travel for work, if we go out of town as a family, it's just a kind of maintained bag. I do check it in every so often for expired products, switching out things I no longer love, things like that, but it is a static bag that stays packed. So my bag is actually in, BoxyCharm sent out this train case. I would guess it's been over a year. I think it was like December of 18 maybe. Somewhere around there is when we received this. So it is very heavy. It is very full. I like to have choices. That's one of my biggest things in all my makeup. So I'm going to quickly separate these into skincare and makeup, and I will be right back. So one of the things I'll note is that I'm already seeing some of the skincare in particular that I probably will be removing after this, for the sheer fact that since packing this the last time, I have tried it, not loved it, the whole deal. But I do have one, let's see, micellar water. This is actually a triple action cleansing water from Sephora. It does look like this. And as you can see, I've tried it, but it's not anything. It's honestly, it's just a micellar water. It's not anything to, you know, praise. Micellar water is micellar water in my opinion. I do have two toners. I actually have a radiant toner and a regular skin toner that's for normal to dry skin. One is Laneige and one is Ren. I actually tried both of these and do like them, so I am one that I wouldn't pick up every day because I've paid money for full size, but it's great to have in my bag. Cleansers, I think I only have one cleanser, maybe two. Nope, I only have one. Okay. So the cleanser I have in here is the Brightening Cleanser by India Lee. I actually love this. This is my second bottle, but it's great for when you travel because it just is easy, you know, obviously the screw top tube, it's easy to travel with. And then I have quite a bit of other items, so I'm just going to loop them up really quick so I can kind of put them together. Not all of these are active, like things I would buy, but because I received a sample of them, I typically will try to use all my samples. So I think the only lip like moisture product I have in here is the Laneige Pear Lip Glowy Balm. I actually love these. I have two of them and they're some of my favorites. For moisturizer, I have a couple. So actually I'm going to do moisturizer second. For serum, I only have one, and this is the one by Lancome. And then I have a Macuja oil by Drunk Elephant. I do have two eye creams. One is Air Repair Super Hydrating Cream, and the other one is the Air Repair Super, actually they're both the same. It looks like it's just been a repackaged version. So both of these are less than halfway full. I was using my samples in Sample Saturday and used quite a few things almost to completion, and then I decided to kind of lump this into one bag and it kind of got lost in the shuffle. So moisturizers, I have quite a few. Oh, I have one more eye cream. I have the Ole Henderson Banana Bright Eye Cream. I have just a little teeny tiny sample from Sephora. One I have that's kind of a mix between a serum and a moisturizer is the Sephora Super All Day Hydrator, Hydrate and Glow. This is a hyaluronic acid one. And actually, I'm going to show the consistency. This is like milky, but it goes on like a serum. And it's super hydrating. So if you look, it's very like, looks like a moisturizer almost, but it immediately melts and becomes a serum. It's really neat. It's kind of like a hybrid and it works really well. I use that twice a day and my skin stays a lot more moisturized when I use that. And it's really affordable. I think this is the bigger tube. Yes, this is the bigger. So this is 17. I think the other one is 12. So moisturizers. Of traditional lotions, I have three. I have a sample of the Double Teinture, the Instant Long Term by Sisley Paris, a brand I would never buy but do the pricing. A Dynamic Skin Recovery Dermalogica product by it's their Age Smart line. This one I actually just used last night for the first time. I had another sample and it literally is Curel. Like, I'm a huge Dermalogical fan. Their microdermabrasion like powder is amazing, but this literally feels, touch, smell, everything Curel. Lastly, I have by Yvette the Water Flash Coconut Water Cream, and it's coconut. Let's see, what does it say? Hydration boosting. So I've never tried it yet, but I did throw it in there. And then I have three like more thicker creams. I have a Murad water charged or nutrient charged water gel. Actually, that one might not be thicker because it's a water gel. Never tried that one. The Ole Henderson Sea Rush Brightening Gel Cream. This one says gel, but I do believe it's a thicker one. I've used this one, and it is very thick. That one, again, is almost gone. And then the Milk Makeup, what is this called? Vegan Milk Moisturizer. This one is very thick. I love it. It works really well. If I go through some of my skincare, I do plan to purchase that one. And then I have one sleeping mask. This is by Laneige. Looks like that. It's just their traditional sleeping mask. I have 2 sprays, neither of which I plan on purchasing, but I did receive, so I've been trying to use up. I have the Murad Hydration Prebiotic 3-in-1 Multi-Mist. And I have the Night Fix Enzyme Treatment. Neither of these would be enough to see if it works or not, but I got it, so I'm using it. So, these are my brushes I decided to put in there. I have a BH Cosmetics Tapered Brush. It's the biggest one I have in here. And then I have an e.l.f. Complexion Brush. I have a Ulta Beauty Cheek Brush. Looks like that. I have an Ulta Beauty, oh, that's the second one of the same thing. And then I have 3 eyeshadow brushes that I keep in here. These are like the most used styles. One of which is a Anastasia double-ended. So I did have to do my makeup out of this bag not too long ago, and honestly it was really easy. It wasn't bad at all. So if I look at primers, because I am a primer girl, I always prime. I have, looks like I have 4, most of them, actually all of them samples. I have the Tatcha Travel. I don't know how much I've used of this one. Actually, I've used a decent amount. I'm not sure it's going to pick up on camera. And then I have e.l.f. Putty Poreless Primer. I actually have not used that at all. I own the full size, but the Travel, I've not used it. I have a Versace that actually I think maybe has 1 use since. I'm actually just going to take that out and just finish it the next time I do my makeup. I have the Cover FX Water Cloud, and that one I have not used. And then the Too Faced Hangover RX. I actually had a full bottle of this that expired before I used it all because it just wasn't my favorite. But that's exactly why this is perfect, because it's just a one-time use thing pretty on a regular basis, so I don't have to really get into that. For foundation, I have 2. I have the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea. I actually received this, I believe it was in my Sephora beauty bag, and it's just the cutest little thing. It does look just like that. It's just perfect for a couple uses. And then I also put my CC Cream Illumination by It Cosmetics in here because it is getting low and I'd like to try to finish it off. And then I have 2 powders. I have the, well, 3 powders technically. 4 actually. I'll show you. I have a Kat Von D Locket Powder, or KVD Vegan Beauty. Does that say KVD yet? Actually, it doesn't say. It just has the KVD symbol. And then a teeny tiny Fenty Butter sample. So I also have in here my Light Plus Mineralize by MAC. It does look like this. And this just has the lightest, like, easy, like, finish. It just really, it's great for a setting powder, not even a finishing powder. And then the one that I kind of went yes and no, this is actually by the Lip Bar, and it is perfect for travel because it has in it a setting powder, a blush, a bronzer, and a highlighter. And the highlighter is pretty pigmented, but it smooths in really naturally. So this is what that part of their Fast Face, if you haven't seen it before, you should look at it. It's a pretty neat system. And so this puts all of your stuff in one compact. And then obviously the bronzer or the contour and the blush could also be used as eyeshadows too, as well as with a highlighter. So that's the one that I kind of went, oh well, kind of. And then for other face products, I actually have 2 blushes. Well, again, more than 1 blush, but 2 individual blushes in here. I have the Natasha Denona Mini Blush and Glow. And then I have a miniature NARS Orgasm. I actually have this in full size as well, but it is just a cute little miniature that came with a little lip oil as well. And then I have, this is a highlighter and blush and bronzer palette by The Balm. I actually really like this one. So it has the Mary Luminizer, the Cindy Luminizer, and the Betty Luminizer. So it kind of helps with your definition in your face, but also gives you a highlight. And then I thought I had one more. Oh, yeah, I do. Fenty, I have this highlighter. This is the Hustler Baby. This is gorgeous. I probably will purchase that full size once that one's gone down. And then for bronzing, I also have the Natasha Denona Bronze and Glow. It does look like that. and is like that. That one's a little warm for me. I do tend to blend that with others. I bought it online. I didn't purchase it in store, so I didn't realize how quite warm it was. And then I have 2 eyeshadow palettes. I have a Petite Pro by Viseart. This is the Petite Pro 3. And it does look like this. I actually really like this palette. It is like the perfect travel palette because it has neutrals, has some other stuff. It's just really, really nice. And then I have actually a drugstore also. This is the 220 by Maybelline. And this is their, let's see if it has a name, Chai Latte. So this one actually, for being such a cheap palette, it is absolutely fantastic. I mean, it really just is, it blends perfectly every single time. I have a few brow products, but first I forgot to mention what I have for concealer. This is a matte camouflage concealer by Essence. This one I actually really like, but their perfume is not fun, so I'm trying to just find a way to use it up. I have the Maybelline Brow Fast Sculpt for my brow gel. And then I have the Milani Easy Brow for my brow pencil. I only have 1 lip product in here only because I typically carry lip products in my purse every day, so I don't actually need a lip product in here. But this is a YSL lip. I think this is a lip stain or a lip, I can't remember. Yeah, it's a lip stain. So this is a lip stain. Then for the rest of my eye makeup, I have 2, 3, 4 eyeliners. Looks like I have 3 liquid, which is funny because I don't wear liquid as much as I do others. But I have a little teeny tiny brown Marc Jacobs. I have a teeny tiny tattoo liner by Kat Von D. I have a NYX full-size Epic ink liner. Those 2 are dupes for each other, so that's even funnier. But then I have the Master Precise All Day by Maybelline. So almost all of these, actually I'd say 2 out of the 4 were free in boxes, and then 2 were paid for. However, this was the only one that I paid even somewhat full price, and I got this in a stellar deal. This one came in a kit, and it actually pretty much was free at the price of the kit. Then I have 3 mascaras in here. I have the Milani Highly Rated, which looks like this. I have one of my absolute favorites ever, the Lights Camera Lashes by Tarte. And I have the Tarte Big Ego. I'm not going to open these because they have not been opened yet. I just finished the other one I had in here, so these will stay good longer if I don't open them till I need them. So that is what's in my travel bag. If you would post below something that you have to have in every one of your bags, no matter what, like what's your one product that is consistent across all of them. There is not a lot in here that is consistent to my normal makeup routine other than maybe the e.l.f. and the Tatcha. I'm trying to look. I mean, I do like the Cosmetics CC cream. I have the regular and my normal stuff. Oh, well, then skincare, this is used every day. But this is kind of like stuff I picked out of my samples that were going to waste and created this bag. And so far, it is functioning well for me. But what do you have in your bag? If you like these kinds of videos, I hope that you will subscribe and ring the bell for notifications. I hope that if you like this video, you will like it. And I hope you guys are staying safe and healthy in all of this craziness. And have a great day.